A Savannah haunting opens in the historic city of Savannah, Georgia, a place famous for its beauty, moss-covered trees, and centuries-old houses, but also for its dark and restless past. Taylor Gaffney is a successful writer and podcaster known for exploring true crime cases and paranormal mysteries. Though her voice is calm and confident on her show, her personal life is fractured by grief. Years earlier, Taylor lost her young daughter in a tragic accident, a wound that never truly healed. Her marriage suffered under the weight of that loss, and her relationship with her husband, Isaac, became strained and distant. Seeking a fresh start and hoping to find inspiration for a new book, Taylor convinces Isaac that they should temporarily move into an old inherited house in Savannah. The house once belonged to Isaac's family, passed down through generations, and has stood quietly for over 100 years. From the moment they arrive, the house feels heavy, as if the walls themselves are holding their breath. Though Isaac dismisses the feeling as nerves and exhaustion, Taylor senses something unsettling beneath the surface. As they settle in, Taylor begins researching the house's history for her podcast. She discovers that the property was built in the late 1800s and has been the site of several unexplained deaths, including a woman named Rose Mulligan, who was rumored to practice dark rituals and communicate with spirits. Locals whispered that Rose lost her child and descended into madness, attempting to bring the child back through forbidden means. The story unsettles Taylor deeply, mirroring her own unresolved grief. Strange occurrences begin almost immediately. Taylor hears soft footsteps at night when no one is there. Doors creak open on their own, and objects appear moved. One evening, Taylor hears a child's laughter echo through the hallway. She freezes, her heart pounding, knowing it cannot be real. Isaac hears nothing and believes Taylor's stress and trauma are catching up with her. The haunting intensifies. Taylor experiences vivid nightmares of a woman in old-fashioned clothing standing at the foot of her bed, her face obscured by shadows. In her dreams, the woman whispers in a gentle yet desperate voice, calling for her child. Taylor wakes up shaken, unable to separate dream from reality. During the day, she begins seeing fleeting reflections of a small child in mirrors and windows. Every sighting feels painfully familiar. Taylor records these experiences for her podcast, believing documenting them might bring clarity. As she digs deeper into Savannah's archives, she uncovers disturbing details. Rose Mulligan was accused of child sacrifice rituals, though no evidence was ever proven. After her child's death, Rose reportedly tried to trap spirits inside the house, binding them to the land. Locals believed the house became a doorway between worlds. As Taylor's obsession grows, Isaac becomes increasingly worried. He notices changes in her behavior. She grows withdrawn, sleep-deprived, and emotionally volatile. Taylor insists the spirits are trying to communicate with her, that they understand her pain. Isaac fears the house is triggering unresolved trauma and suggests they leave, but Taylor refuses. She believes there is something important she must uncover, something the spirits want her to know. One night, Taylor hears crying coming from the attic. She climbs the narrow stairs despite Isaac's protests. In the attic, she finds an old wooden chest containing a child's dress, a broken doll, and handwritten notes filled with desperate prayers and ritual symbols. The writing belongs to Rose Mulligan. The notes reveal that Rose believed grief could open a door to the spirit world and that a mother's love could overcome death itself. From that moment, the haunting turns aggressive. Furniture slams violently, shadows move unnaturally, and the temperature drops suddenly in certain rooms. Isaac finally experiences the supernatural himself when he sees a figure standing at the end of the hallway, vanishing before his eyes. The house no longer feels empty, it feels alive. Taylor becomes convinced that Rose's spirit is reaching out to her, seeing her as a kindred soul. She believes Rose wants her help to finish what she started, reuniting with her lost child. The idea terrifies Taylor, yet part of her feels drawn to it. Her grief resurfaces stronger than ever, clouding her judgment. As the house's grip tightens, Taylor begins experiencing moments of lost time. She wakes up in different rooms with no memory of how she got there. Symbols appear scratched into walls. Isaac realizes something is terribly wrong and seeks help from a local historian and spiritual medium who is familiar with Savannah's haunted past. The medium warns that the house feeds on grief and that Rose's spirit manipulates broken souls, using their pain to gain strength. The medium explains that Rose's rituals trapped several spirits inside the house, including her own child. The house became a prison of sorrow, sustained by unresolved loss. Taylor is in danger because her grief resonates with the house's energy, making her vulnerable to possession. Despite the warning, Taylor secretly continues communicating with the spirit. Rose appears to her more clearly now, no longer shadowed but painfully human. Rose tells Taylor she only wanted to be a mother again, that love should never be punished. Taylor begins to sympathize, believing Rose was misunderstood rather than evil. Isaac confronts Taylor, pleading with her to leave the house before it destroys them. Their argument escalates into raw emotional confrontation, forcing both to finally face the death of their daughter. Isaac accuses Taylor of refusing to let go, while Taylor accuses Isaac of emotionally abandoning her. The house reacts violently to their pain. Windows shatter, walls shake, and ghostly screams echo throughout the rooms. That night, Taylor discovers the final ritual hidden beneath the floorboards of the attic. It reveals that Rose attempted to offer another grieving mother's child as a vessel to bring her own child back. Horrified, Taylor realizes Rose is not simply seeking peace, she is seeking rebirth through possession. Rose's spirit reveals her true intention, attempting to merge with Taylor's grief and claim her body. The house plunges into chaos as spirits manifest violently. Taylor is dragged into a trance-like state where she sees her daughter calling out to her, begging her to stay. The illusion is almost irresistible. Isaac reaches Taylor just in time, reminding her that their daughter's memory should be honored, not used as a weapon. In an emotional climax, Taylor confronts her grief head-on, accepting the pain instead of letting it control her. She realizes that holding on to loss has given the house its power. Taylor destroys the ritual artifacts and sets fire to Rose's writings, breaking the spiritual bindings. The spirits scream as the house begins to collapse inward, releasing decades of trapped sorrow. Rose appears one final time, no longer terrifying but broken and defeated. Taylor tells her that love means letting go. The haunting ceases. The house grows silent for the first time in over a century. In the aftermath, Taylor and Isaac leave Savannah together, changed but stronger. Taylor ends her podcast season with a final episode not about ghosts, but about grief, healing, and the danger of living in the past. She acknowledges that some hauntings are not caused by spirits, but by the pain we refuse to face. The film ends with a quiet shot of the Savannah house standing empty. For a moment, it seems peaceful. Then, faintly, the wind whispers through the trees, suggesting that while the spirits may be gone, the memories will always linger.